It is kind of steamy hot. It's 2:16 in the morning. Oh, well, Construction Stories Part 97. Dun Goofed, because I done goofed today. Well, when you learn things, you don't always do them right the first time, because that's part of the learning process, because you're learning how to do things. So when I was drilling today on the side of like a 30-foot drop, and I was just doing my thing and really enjoying the fact that I wasn't dead, I kind of overlooked a fact. The fact being that our drill bits are about 14 inches long, right? The ones we're using for this specific project. And we're only supposed to be drilling 6 inches. So I was taking everyone else's attention into account. And every time they drew their attention to me, they said, "Dude, straighten it up. You're drilling it crooked." So I was like, okay. So I kept like fixing it and like trying to do it the right way so it would be plumb, so like being a direct line, like straight. So that's where all my focus was going to. And so when I didn't notice that the tape, which was marking the 6 inches, was moving back up on the drill bit. Because when you're drilling, like, the drill gets hot. The bit gets like really hot. And when things get hot, according to science, they either melt or they have like a 30-syllable name that you can't pronounce, and they fly away or turn into a super dense diamond or something. I don't know. But I wasn't really noticing the fact that the tape was slowly making its way up the bit. So eventually I'm drilling like this far into the concrete when I'm only supposed to be drilling this far. And you know when you're drilling something and you punch through and you feel it go all the way through and you're like, oh sweet, I intended to do that. I did that, but I didn't intend to do it. So I punched through and I kind of thought like, there's a cavity or something? I gotta tell somebody. This is supposed to be solid concrete. What the heck, guys? Come on, step it up. Then I pulled it out and I looked in and I could see down 30 feet. And I kind of had a thought, which was that about 9 inches of concrete were separating me from a 30-foot drop, and that's just kind of a weird thing to think about. But so I realized that was kind of just great. So I goofed. You're totally not supposed to drill through all the way through. It's like punching a hole in your ceiling. You just don't want to do it because it's stupid. And that's the way that I goofed. Also, we had a magnificent day. It was so beautiful. Everything was so pretty while it was daytime. And then when it hit nighttime, it was still just awesome. Because it wasn't raining. And that's just the great part. And it's also really hot right now. I want to take this off, but I'm afraid my other shirt will come off. And there's a camera here, and there's strangers watching me, so I don't really want to do that. But, I mean, hey, depends. I'm not that hot yet, though. So, gosh dang, I'm just sloughing. I'm struggling. I keep saying this, but I have all these things happen to me, and then I forget, and it's just terrible. Oh, no. Yes? No. Anyways, I want you to know that when you are attached to a lifeline on the side of a cliff, you get really cocky because you're like, oh, there's a lifeline. I'm not going to die. But you could totally die. I was standing this far away from the edge, and it's like a 30-foot drop. And 30 feet isn't a lot, but when you're not attached to anything and you didn't intend to drop that far, it is a lot, and you can die. And I was noticing that because I was attached to a lifeline, I was just strutting around, like leaning over the edge to look at things, and like, oh. then it kind of hit me that, hey, you're being really stupid. You could die. And I was like, you're right, me. Good call. Anyways, that was retarded, but I am going to go take a shower, and I'm going to go watch anime, and then I'm going to go to sleep after maybe filming something else that is a secret. Good night. I really do appreciate you guys watching these videos, because I just think, I wish I had more meaty content to give to you, because I want to give things to you, but I can't, because I'm incapable. But, shoot, hey, idea. If you have any questions about, like, the stuff that I talk about, just tell me, and I can just bring it up in the next video. Because while it's hard for me to actually go out of my way to make a independent standalone video, it's because I'm a procrastinator and stuff. I've made this enough of a habit to where if you drop a comment that says, what about this? Like, what are your boots made out of? Or something. I don't know. But if you drop a comment, I'll be able to just address that immediately in the next video. And I think that would kind of help build a relationship between us, because I want that. I want that relationship. I also want a relationship with my bed. So I'm going to go to bed. You should too. Good night.